What happens when making a phone thinner might mean removing one of its most loved features? That's exactly the question Samsung could be dealing with right now as it prepares to launch the Galaxy Z Fold 7. For years, Samsung's premium foldable phones have supported the S Pen, which became a favorite tool for people who like taking notes, drawing, or just using a stylus for everyday tasks. But this time, things are looking different. Multiple reports are saying Samsung has decided to remove the S Pen digitizer from the Galaxy Z Fold 7. The digitizer is the part inside the display that reads signals from the S Pen and allows precise writing and drawing. By removing it, Samsung is aiming to make the phone thinner, which seems to be one of their top priorities this year. And while a slimmer phone may look and feel better in hand, this change comes with a big catch. Without the digitizer, the current S Pen simply won't work the same way, or maybe not at all. This means Samsung would need to create a completely new method to detect stylus input on the display one that doesn't rely on the old digitizer. That could be a big step forward, but also brings new challenges. A fresh rumor from leaker at Pandaflish Pro adds more weight to this issue. According to the report, Samsung has stopped production of an unknown S Pen, and many people believe it could be the redesigned version meant for the Fold 7. If that's true, then there may be delays or problems with stylus support for the Fold 7 right after launch. This isn't the first time Samsung has done something different with the S Pen for foldables. Even with earlier models like the Galaxy Z Fold 4 and Fold 5, the S Pen wasn't built into the phone. You had to buy it separately, and there was no dedicated slot inside the device to store it. Instead, Samsung offered special cases where you could keep the stylus. While that solution worked for some people, many felt it was inconvenient. Still, it was better than having no stylus support at all. Now, with the digitizer gone and the new S Pen possibly delayed, users might be left without any stylus option when the Fold 7 hits stores. This could be disappointing for people who've used the S Pen for years and expected it to be part of the Fold experience. Samsung seems to be walking a tightrope here, on one side, trying to create a thinner, more modern-looking foldable, and on the other, risking the loss of a feature that helped the Fold stand out from the crowd. There's no denying that many people choose the Fold specifically for its large display and support for the S Pen. Removing or delaying that feature could push some loyal users to skip this generation or consider other brands. And with new competition from companies like Honor, Oppo, and Google, the pressure is on for Samsung to get everything right. Have you ever wondered what really keeps a powerful phone from overheating during heavy use? Huawei might have the answer with its upcoming Mate 80 series, which is rumored to introduce a brand new smart triple-layer cooling system that could change the way phones handle heat. According to a trusted tipster on Weibo, Huawei is already in the trial production stage of this cooling technology, and it's expected to debut in the second half of the year with the Mate 80 lineup. This cooling system focuses on three key areas: internal durability, active heat dissipation, and smart temperature control. That means it's not just about getting rid of heat, but also about making sure the phone stays in good shape over time, especially during long gaming sessions or video editing. Huawei is reportedly using ultra-thin internal cooling fans made from aluminum, a metal known for being lightweight, resistant to corrosion, strong, and great at conducting heat. These fans could help the Mate 80 stay cool without taking up much space inside the phone. Active heat dissipation is another big feature here. Unlike passive systems, which just let heat escape naturally, this method uses powered parts to push heat out more efficiently. That could mean fewer slowdowns, longer battery life, and better overall performance. Then there's smart temperature control, Huawei's way of making the phone think for itself. With this system, a built-in thermostat constantly checks the device's temperature and adjusts performance to keep it running smoothly without getting too hot. This kind of intelligent cooling is especially useful in keeping the phone responsive while still protecting the hardware. To understand how much of an upgrade this could be, Let's compare it to the Mate 70 series, which already featured an advanced 6,870 square millimeters vapor chamber liquid cooling system. That setup covered a large part of the phone and helped it stay cool under pressure. If Huawei is improving on that already impressive cooling tech, the Mate 80 could end up being one of the best performing smartphones of the year. While we're still waiting for official confirmation, this leak lines up with Huawei's recent trend of pushing for innovation in areas that most people don't usually notice but benefit from every day. With performance being such a big focus for the Mate series, it makes sense that Huawei would put extra effort into keeping things cool under the hood. And that's not all. The Mate 80 series is also rumored to feature a brand new Kirin 9 chip, which could bring better performance, improved efficiency, and smoother multitasking. Together with the triple-layer cooling system, this could give users a phone that doesn't just run fast but stays cool and reliable in all kinds of situations. So while we wait for the official launch, this early look shows that Huawei is taking. Is Samsung about to launch the thinnest foldable phone we've ever seen? Well, based on new renders of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 shared by OnLeaks and Android headlines, that might actually be true. Just by looking at the images, it's clear Samsung is going for a sleeker, thinner design this time around. For some context, last year's Galaxy Z Fold 6 was about 12.1 millimeters thick when folded and 5.6 millimeters when unfolded. Now, leaks suggest that the Galaxy Z Fold 7 will be just 3.9 millimeters thin when unfolded, which is a huge 30% reduction in thickness. That's thinner than many tablets and even some smartphones, but thinner doesn't always mean better. Because as you slim down the body, some trade-offs show up, like the camera bump. According to these renders, the triple camera system on the back now sticks out even more than before. This is similar to what we've seen from other foldable makers like OnePlus and Google, where a better camera setup comes with a more noticeable camera bump, but Samsung seems to be balancing that by also making the phone wider than before, possibly by over 10 millimeters compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 6. This added width could make typing, multitasking, and watching videos on the internal screen feel more natural. Speaking of the display, when unfolded, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is expected to offer a 7-inch dynamic AMOLED display with a resolution of 1856 by 2160 pixels and a refresh rate of 120 Hz. On the outside, the cover screen will reportedly be 6.3 inches, also dynamic AMOLED, with a resolution of 968 by 2376 pixels and the same 120 Hz refresh rate. To protect the outer screen, Samsung may be using Corning Gorilla Glass Victus 2, which helps prevent scratches and minor drops. Now let's talk about performance. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is expected to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy processor built using the 3nm process, which means better energy efficiency and faster speeds compared to older chips. Alongside this, the device may come with 12 GB of LPDDR5X random access memory and 256 GB of UFS 4.0 internal storage, giving users fast loading and smooth multitasking. It will likely run Android 15 right out of the box, offering the latest features and software optimizations. Powering all this will be a 4,400 mAh battery, with support for 25-watt wired charging and 15-watt wireless charging,